All right.
Hola. Welcome to Put a Ring on It. Happy Monday. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, we in? I didn't even know we was plugged in.
Yeah, he not paying attention.
I ain't hear the theme music, that's all.
I am your host, KB.
I be used to my theme song first.
You know what? You absolutely right. Let's get right directly into it.
Yeah, that get my mood right, you know.
You know, it get my mood right too. So you absolutely
We gotta go
correct.
play that.
She
My
don't,
mood right.
she don't like ghetto stuff now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Hey,
Let's put a ring on
put
it.
a ring on it.
Hosted by the Steezes.
KB and Nate.
Is our relationship go? Hey, put a ring on it. 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 Please, our relationship goes. Hey, put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. Yeah. And if you're ready, you should have put a ring on it. Yeah. Put a ring on it. The Steezes.
I don't think we can do it together, babe. You make me nervous.
Now I feel better.
Ready? Here.
Hello. That's how I normally come in.
There you go.
Thanks, everybody. Yeah, thanks for getting me together.
Yeah,
See,
my
that's what
baby
Put a
was
Ring on it
ashy.
is about right here.
My baby
I was coming on camera, my knuckles was ashy, and my helpmate, you know, my rib.
I don't want
You
to
don't
be
want
your
that. You don't
rib.
want to be
I
that
just
one.
want to be
I ain't
your...
think. I knew you was gonna say something about that one because you all woke now.
Yeah, I ain't with
You
that.
know, you all Grand Rising and stuff.
Grand Rising King.
I knew you didn't want to be my rib, my Sheba, my Rashida.
My Boaz.
I'm with somebody. I'm their broke ass.
They broke. I ain't your Boaz. I'm your broke ass. Okay, I'm with that one. Everybody,
rock with it.
welcome to another episode of Put a Ring on It.
Hey, everybody.
We
Happy
back again with
Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you all who celebrate that type of thing. Miles, how you feel about Valentine's Day?
I love it.
You love it?
Nope. I'm lying.
Yeah.
He's not a Valentine's Day person either.
It's Catholicism.
Oh, here we go.
That's a hell of a word.
I'm single every Valentine's Day. That's what I tell my wife.
Oh.
Until my boyfriend deliver me flowers.
She thinks she the comedy relief now. We gonna move on that note.
Yeah, you see how that works?
We gonna move on. Before I
Craig
put a ring on
Capone
that.
is not here today because he's on a date.
He's on a date. We gonna ask.
Because we talked to him.
He said it. We gonna
Tell
ask him.
everybody I'm on a date.
He on a date with a little thing. That's what you know. He got that one thing. You know how he talk.
It's
So
Valentine's Day.
we gonna ask him about his date next week when
We
he's coming
sure
to the
is.
studio.
I want to know play by play.
All of it. You want the tea.
We want the tea.
The tea. That's what they call it.
That's what they say.
All right, moving on. This show, again, we got another good brother that I know. I know him for a long time. Put in a little sweat, blood, broken bones with this guy.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, 20 years later, you know, he a flourishing adult, doing a lot out here. Go by a lot of names, go by a lot of titles, you know, but everybody know who he is. He the one. So
Yeah, he the
you know,
chosen one.
that's just my introduction, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself. So, you know, I'm just happy to be able to, you know, interview my guy. I only bring people up here that I like personally. So just one of my favorite people, you feel me? So I'm sure he's gonna give us a good show, you know what I'm saying? Because he always got some good opinions on something.
Of course.
So without further ado, introduce yourself.
What up, man? It's your boy Carmichael, man. If you know me from back in the day, it's Carmichael. You might know me as NY.
And
When this comes to the music, some know me as Money Nick. Yeah. That's all I could think of.
Yeah. Now, you know, Money Nick is a man of many hats. And we, you know what I'm saying? So let's jump into that. Let's dissect in that. Like I say, first I know this guy. Everybody know. Well, not everybody, but you know, I used to play football, but me and this guy played in high school at the Henry Ford, you know what I'm saying? He was an overclassman to me, so he kind of showed me, you know, how things went. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got the chance to before I was who I was, watch this guy score touchdowns and pick the ball off and all that, and show me what I had to look forward to. So let's start back there, man. Let's start back there with your athletic career. Let's go back there first.
He said the good old
Good old days.
Yeah.
Man, what you want to know?
Let's start there. You're born and raised here in the city.
Yes, sir.
With the let's start with your little league organization. Shout them out.
So the Little League we started as the Wolverines. And then I guess they had money trouble. And then we turned into the Wolver Saints.
Wolver Saints.
Yeah, Wolver Saints. You don't remember that?
Damn, this got to be like the 80s.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I started young. So we was the Wolver Saints. Matter of fact, Clarence Williams played for the Saints. Yeah, back then when we merged.
University of Michigan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I guess that didn't work out. And we turned into the West 7 Rams.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And been that ever since, huh?
Yes, sir. That's a good organization.
Yeah. Now you got to start your young career off with a championship or two, right?
We won the first one there.
Yeah.
18. The only 18 championship.
Where was that played at?
Where did we play that at? That championship game was played at McCabe Field.
Hey, now McCabe was a spot back 20 years ago. It still is. Shout out to McCabe Field. That's the only little league team with their own field, the Cubs.
Is it?
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't
Who
know
else got
that.
their own field?
I thought that they took the Cubs out of PAL though, right?
They are out of PAL, but they still in the little league circuit.
Yeah, facts though. You right.
But they the only one with their own stadium.
Yeah, because the Steelers play where they still at McKenzie, or is it even still at Steelers?
They not at McKenzie, I don't think. They somewhere over there though. I believe they are somewhere over there. But they don't have their own field though.
yeah. Facts.
Nobody have it but the Cubs. So shout out to them for that.
Yeah, shout out to Cubs.
Okay,
And then he got to play for the great Henry Ford, man. Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's talk a little bit about
Trojan
FBT.
love.
Just talk about what it was like when you first got to Ford.
Well, when I first got to Ford,
Henry Ford, that is.
Henry Ford, the Henry Ford. Yeah, I didn't really know what to expect. Yeah, it was like it was kind of different. You know, I came from playing quarterback to having to switch my position, but I played a little quarterback in scrimmages and stuff, and you know, I mean, it was cool though. You know, for the most part, Mike was cool, Bake was cool. R.I.P. to Bake.
Yeah.
A few things I ain't like how they ran stuff, but other than that, I enjoy not hitting every day.
We did have
sure.
like a pro program, man. I never seen a two-a-day till I got to college. People talk about how they played and they had two-a-day, practice twice, and in high school, I'm like, man, I never seen that till I got to college. They wasn't there gonna get us there twice a day.
Yeah, that didn't happen. I don't think I can recall one of them myself. Yeah,
We
like you
wouldn't have
said,
had a
till
team.
college.
We wouldn't have had a team.
Not at all. No, but Ford was cool, man. The school, you know, everything about Ford was cool.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
And they had some good players when you was there. We had a nice run when you was there.
Yeah.
Went to the playoffs. You know, that was like, you know, part of, not the only Ford heyday, but that was part of Ford heyday. Like the 90s was like King and Henry Ford when it came to football.
Yeah, they was going crazy.
A couple other teams might have snuck here and there, but every year, you know, King and Cass probably every year of the 90s all the way up to the end.
That was them Leon Merritts and them Londale Brights. And all them,
Right.
Dennis Hubbard's.
Legends. Yeah, my guy Dennis Hubbard. Shout out to that boy, too.
Yeah. My brother was on one of them teams, too, out in 96. That's what got me going to Ford, because he played for Ford. I'm like, man, I'm about to go over there,
I'm about to do what he do.
get in that doo-doo brown and gold.
Hey, yeah, that troubled me.
Doodle and pee-pee.
Yeah, I thought about that when I was like,
But you picture
hated
how
them
cold
colors.
of an individual you have to be to freak that out.
Them colors.
yes.
You
yeah.
gotta be nice with it, with your drip.
You definitely got to know how to coordinate.
I wasn't. That's how
got to
I
coordinate.
became Nasty Nate. They like, I just was nasty out there.
Say just throw on whatever. And
Just
let me
socks,
play.
just ashy, just tight uniform. It didn't matter.
Oh yeah, bro.
I just wanted to play.
Yeah, we used to do the spat, the visors. I remember Bake ripped my visor out first practice. I was heated.
On the subject, give me one Bake story right now for the listener. Now, for y'all that don't know, a lot of people know who Coach Bake is that don't even know. There's people around this whole country talking like Coach Bake and never met the guy. He was that impressionable, and I'm gonna just say he was that impressionable. But just give me one story of Coach Bake right now.
Okay, we were I guess this was junior year. It was junior year, and we in the gym, right, having a team meeting. So Mike up talking, and they trying to get Dennis Hubbard and them. They was the captains at the time to get people to step up. So we all just sitting there, and there was this dude named Tony Barksdale. He kept jumping up, grabbing the net on the rim while Mike and everybody was talking. And I just seen Bake face with the disgust. Like, what does this guy keep doing? You know how Bake talk. He whispered in somebody's ear, and next time dude jumped and touched them nets, he was on his back.
Oh my God, he had somebody tackle him.
I said, oh my God. Dang.
That's dangerous.
Dang.
It's dangerous, but that's how he rolled,
Like,
man.
why would you?
Man, what? Bake was,
And then he ain't do it. He had somebody else do it. Like, hey, go over there. And then they did it.
well, you know, Bake was like 80,000 years old at the time, so he wasn't about to be. I done seen him grab a few face masks and throw a few punches, but.
And that's the funny part. You never knew how old he was. Like, he used to lie to us about his age every day.
But I be feeling like when you younger, you be thinking somebody old, but they don't really be that old. Because thinking back, I be like, I thought people were old, and they were like my age now.
Well, yeah, that's true. To me, he looked old, though.
He was like, I put that on my mama, and she been dead 37 years, 21 years, 17 years, like every day.
It was a different year she been gone.
So you never knew how old he really was.
Yeah, that's true, too.
He lying.
And he definitely was going to either make you quit or make you tougher. He was a good guy, though.
I mean, yeah, he is now. Now that we look back on it.
Oh, yeah, because
Going through it was a different story.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah. I was going to leave that.
Going through it was a different story.
Yeah,
that's why
true.
the coaching is different now. Like the things that coaches
Totally
say
different now.
to kids and they get upset, they be like, man, you can't, that made you upset. You couldn't have went to school with us.
Definitely.
Bro, like you asking about a Bake story. My West 7 Ram coach, Coach Day, Anton Day, I know you know who that is.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. So we playing the Eastside Cowboys. This our 10-0 season. So the game close, like 0-0, right? It's like second quarter. I throw a bomb, dude drop it. So I'm shaking my head like, you wide open in the end zone, that put us up. So however it went, we kind of like tied. So he calls a timeout, bro. Tell us to come in and pull out a pistol. Like, if y'all lose this game, I'm shooting each and every one of y'all. What? And I'm literally sitting there like,
Bro, no.
you fool.
You cannot say
I am
that.
not playing with I'm not playing.
That's
a new one for me.
I'm not playing.
I did not expect for you to say that. I'm thinking you about to say, I don't know, but not
That's
that.
like the last Boy Scout, but coaching.
Right.
He pulled the pistol out of the football
Man,
game.
what?
That's crazy.
What? He blew everybody mind in that huddle, and we won that game too.
Yeah,
Sure
ain't nobody
did.
even tell on him, huh?
No,
they
that
scared.
ain't how it went.
That ain't how it went.
That's why we was so good back then, though, because it was like they put us through hell in practice, and then it was like in games, we had already beat each other up, so it was fun to beat up on other teams.
That would have made social media right there.
Yeah, if it was social media back then, it
Bro,
would've
we had
been
that mug in a paper bag, whipped it right on out, like
In the huddle at the game.
in the
though.
huddle, boy, don't play. Yeah, facts. R.I.P. to Coach Day.
That's 7 Mile right there.
Wow.
I don't even understand that. Like the coach, like if you look at the coaching now and the coaching back then, Yeah, way different.
I mean,
Way different.
it changed. You know, college they still get away with it a little bit. You know, pros no, but it's player driven now, and I kind of like that in a way. You know, because you can't be used in a way like they used to can use you, but at the same time, man, the skin is so thin that it'd be like, man, are we playing the same game?
You talking about the skin on these kids?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I noticed that too. I've been to a few PAL games and didn't hear it pad, and I was like, oh my God, is they out there hugging each other?
They rather.
Like they hugging each other, man. Like I don't hear no helmets cracking or nothing. Like I might hear one or two. When we played, that's all I heard. Every play, somebody getting thumped. But hey, I mean, it is what it is.
They even seen a pistol, boy. They'd have dropped their helmets and ran in the stands.
They wouldn't have played.
Yeah, that day was a special day.
That definitely had to be.
Definitely.
So tell me what's up with after high school. So how did it go after high school?
After high school, I had went to College of the Desert, and I was
That's
like,
AZ.
No, that's Palm Springs, California.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, well, it's Palm Desert, Palm Springs. It's like 6 miles, 7 miles. So I went down there and I was balling. And then I told the coach, I'm like, after like game 3, I'm like, look, we ain't winning no games, right? Like we was probably 1-2. No, we was like 0-3 because then we won like the 4th game. I'm like, you got these little receivers that ain't doing nothing. I want to go both ways. Because I was returning kicks and punts, playing cornerback. I'm like, dog, put me in that receiver. I'm colder than all these receivers. He like, let me see what you got. So he put me in the practice against the first starting D, of course, minus myself. I went crazy. I'm thinking I'm going to start. He come to me like, man, we can't let you do that. I'm like, who's stopping us?
Right.
I'm like, who the coach? Yeah, you the head coach. Who's stopping it? You seen I just scorched your whole secondary. What's the problem? And it was like, he just kept telling me he couldn't do it. So I played like 4 or 5 more games and quit like 2 games before the last game, end of the season. I just was straight at that point. Because my whole thing was, I could go to the league. Like, I could leave this and go play arena and just, I'm going to the league. That's my goal. I ain't trying to, all that other stuff. Going to a D1, if I ain't getting seen right here, then I'm at the wrong school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm like, it's pointless. Like, I played against Mike Anderson. Remember him?
The running back?
Played for Denver, the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He was like 35.
he was 35.
Because Mike Anderson went to the Navy or the Army, one of them, and then he went to a JUCO in Cali, played running back.
Oh, I didn't know he went to the
Yeah, made it to the NFL.
That's why he was 35.
Then I peeped how it's a lot of politics as you keep rising.
And that's probably
That's
what it
everything,
was,
yeah.
why he couldn't put you in that position, because whoever was in that position, parents was probably, he has to play.
There's a little white boy named Josh. I'll never forget him. never forget him.
Call him out.
Never forget him.
Josh, I hope you see this shit too.
Hope you see this.
I hope Josh doing good, but yeah, this little white boy named Josh, I'm like, hey, I guess, man, he was slow as molasses. Slow as molasses. He was tough, but he was slow. I said, y'all want to lose, do it without me. It's always my motto.
I hear you. So after there, what you do? You transitioned into what?
After there, I transitioned into the street.
Street life. That's the only thing I know.
Why is that? That was in my head. Like, I was just about to say it. Like,
No, I actually came back though and was working a job, and I was like, I was working for Mishcon and this little car part factory. Mm-hmm. So when taxes came, tax time came, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, I'm about to get about 3-4 bands back.
he was salty.
My mama came to me with that little 700. I'm like,
What this?
Oh, I quit. I quit. I'm straight up
This
not
it?
doing. Quit. I couldn't do it no more.
Because of the tax return, what about the other checks, man?
I mean, it was like, that's regular money. I come from a family of hustlers, so it's
Yeah.
like, I ain't never really want to go the street way.
Yeah.
It just kept calling me, and then like it just happened.
You ain't choose the streets. The streets chose
The
you.
streets chose you.
Type of thing.
Yeah, it's something like that. I mean, it was just there, and it just made a lot of sense. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can handle that, that kind of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I would just like to get money and stay out the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I go.
I mean, a lot of people like to, but that ain't always the script.
Nah, a lot of
gotta-
people don't want to stay out the way. They want to be seen.
You also got to know when to say no too. Like, no, I'm straight.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like every situation not a good situation. I learned that the
Exactly.
hard way too.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got to. It could look like gold in the treasure chest down the street.
And you like, it's right there.
It ain't for you.
Just walk away.
It's not for you, my brother.
And that's just part of it. Now, what about the whole, just the streets in general? What do you suggest? What do you suggest people do? Say the streets is calling somebody that's listening right now in 2022.
Oh no.
Do you suggest them to go the street route or tell them to find a different way?
Okay, that's a difficult question because it's like people like to tell now. Yeah, like heavy telling. Like
Yeah.
it's not even, and then people tell on themselves with social media.
Which is also true.
Yeah, so if you don't got no self-control and you hanging around a bunch of people where you got to question their character, I mean, you gonna shine for a minute.
But for a minute.
For a minute, I mean, like I said, depending on who you're around and how you move.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I say, like if you just went and made 20,000 and you go post it on social media, what was the point?
Why would you do that? Then you get robbed.
And then I disagree with working for somebody else. Yeah, like it's a lot of people who think that's the way to live life.
See, but what I have learned by being an entrepreneur, for some people that is the way. Because a lot of people don't got a boss mentality. They got a working mentality.
We were just talking about
so
that.
a lot of people want to wake up, know what they got to do it for a certain amount of hours and go home, and that's it.
And that's it.
You know as well as I do, being on your own, that ain't how it work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that eats me up.
Even when you off,
no-
you got to
and-
think about
exactly.
the next thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
facts.
saying? And a worker don't got to do none of that. So I kind of envy workers sometimes.
I mean, I can see it from both sides of the field because I worked for a company for 15 years and I was on their time schedule. I had to be available when they wanted me to, but I felt I didn't do that much work. And
What did you do?
I worked in the IT field for a mortgage and bank company.
Oh yeah, that's a good money.
So I didn't really do much, but I had to be there from this time to this time. Holidays, weekend, no, it ain't no, oh, I want to call in. You know how people be, I gotta get a, no, it was, you're on call, you're gonna be here. And I was like, I'm tired of doing this. And then I worked for myself, and it's like, well, if I don't want to do that, I don't got to. But guess what? On Friday, if you ain't did nothing all week, ain't no paycheck coming in.
Right.
That
So
part.
if
That
you
part.
don't work, you don't eat, literally, figuratively, financially, emotionally.
I mean,
Right. You just got to show up as a worker.
Right, you just gotta show
yeah,
up.
I mean, and that's cool too, but like I had this whole thing about being a slave, bro. Like, like I'm just like, please, Lord, I can't sit in no jail because I can't be in the same place for too long, and I don't care where we at. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm sitting in a, for instance, here go one thing. Now, I had to do this little drinking class in Ohio, right? Had a nice plush room, had my PS5, but we had to do the whole weekend. We couldn't leave. We could order room service, all that's paid for, but I gotta do these classes and be on this schedule every day. Wake up at this time, be down here 7:30. Nice room, bed wasn't worth. The bed wasn't. The bed wasn't lit. It was kind of hard, but just being there, doing the same thing, repetitive.
Oh,
like
yeah, that could
I'm a
get-
zombie. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had the problem at the plants part. Like I'm so tired of seeing these same pieces. I'm doing the same thing.
All day. 10. And them people be working 10, 12, 16-hour shifts.
I don't know how they do it.
Now that I couldn't do. Standing up, steel flows. No, I was corporate. I got dressed up. I wore nice clothes. I went and sat at a desk and they brought me lunch and all of that. If I could do that for 8 hours. But that plant life, they can keep that.
Yeah, it was a lot of wine going on around those parts. Wine and liquor.
Especially on them breaks. I already know.
Big fact.
Okay.
Big fact.
I already know how them breaks be.
Yeah, but I think as we grow, you figure out what you want to do. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not the same person I was when I was 19. You feel me?
Right.
What different parts, stages in your movie of life.
Mm-hmm.
I think a whole different way. Like my mama was a plant worker for a million years.
Yeah.
And I tell her to this day, I don't know how you did it.
I said that to my mom too. She worked at the post office.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I do, now that I'm an adult, I do know how she did it. She didn't have no choice.
Now, I did that. Mishcon, reading meters.
Yeah.
Similar to delivering mail. I got to go up to the back of the house and do all the stuff. I go, they send me on Linwood.
Oh, Lord.
Over there, all by the lodge. Over there. So I'm like, all right, man, it's cool. One dude come out with a pistol. I'm like, hold on, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm
that's
just a meter
scary.
man, but I ain't looking at it like that because I'm thinking street stuff the whole time. You feel me? Like we done seen pistols before. Like he could have shot me.
Right.
So I'm like, cool. Then they sent me to the east side, and that's where I drew the line. Shout out to the
That
east
was
side.
it.
Shout out to the east side.
They put you in the
We
red
ain't
zone.
trying to go there, no.
Bro, I'm reading meters.
said.
I get to my last block. I see a big pit bull. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to go back to the
I'm about to go back to the way.
back to the way.
It's
I
okay.
mean, I ain't gonna lie. That's a more dangerous job than the post office. Like the meter man, they got to get all the way up on your house.
Man.
Like I done almost whipped out on the meter man 1,000 times in my life. Like who this?
No, they send little notifications now in the mail, like we're gonna have somebody coming out because they know people will
Yeah,
pull out
They
on.
don't even get that close no more. Like it's like satellite now.
Yeah, well, that's why I think that's why they did that though. Like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
I ain't
the
seen
electric
the
meter
dude-
RF. It's like
Yeah.
the
Oh, they can
radio.
do it,
Yeah.
I ain't seen nobody come by the house in a minute. They switched that out. So
Yeah.
they cut our
switched the boxes
junk out off from California.
Yeah, facts.
They don't even got to be there. They be
I
like,
even did that job. I used to work where we had to go out and actually turn your stuff off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I go clip your little thing on your gas meter. To put the lever down, we had
Yeah.
these little gold locks.
Yep.
Put the gold locks on them. Turn the thing, we out.
Yeah.
somebody might
I
be
broke-
mad
I
you
broke
cutting
a
their
few of
stuff
them.
off too. Like, they, no, you
You
ain't.
broke a few.
I broke a few of them in my day.
Now you talking about
Thank
your
God.
little ghetto life.
Thank you. Thank you,
Talking about
Lord.
your ghetto
Hey,
life.
I don't think you real if you ain't never.
I ain't never.
if you ain't never, I'm talking about
I
as
just
a
straight
man.
piped. I just straight piped a couple things. You know what I'm saying?
Don't talk about the water.
I don't know nothing
Talk
about what
about
y'all
that
talking
water,
about.
baby.
I am a tax-paying citizen,
Always.
and I pay all my bills.
Yeah, no doubt. We just talking about.
We reminiscing.
We reminiscing about stuff we heard from other people.
Exactly. None of these are real life stories of ours. Other people's. We don't want to incriminate nobody.
No, sir.
So in the streets, I mean, how did you transition to music?
Oh, you know my pops always did music.
Okay.
I had been doing music since I got out, like when I left college. Maybe a year and a half later, started dabbling. Because, you know, my brother, shout out Carmichael 313, he was doing music too. Mm-hmm. And let me get a piece of that paper towel, bro. So he was doing music, and yeah, we used to dibble and dab. And, you know, my godfather is Ray Parker Jr. And, you know, the Ghostbusters song, my dad on that.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, facts.
That's a little history.
Right.
Yeah, we done been in the studio with them watching how they, you know, professionals do it. They do the same take 50,000 times. Yeah, so I had just been dibbling, dabbing, you know, a little bit. And then I had, me and John had put out an album called From My Hood to Your Hood. And we got a pretty good response. We was doing shows and going out of town and doing stuff. And then this guy we was messing with named Cobb, he had ended up passing. So he was trying to manage us. And like we didn't been offered record deals that we turned down. Cause it just it didn't seem right. We ain't know who the person was.
Yeah.
And them record deals back then, they was robbing people.
I mean, we had got offered a few where it was like, let us manage y'all and put y'all off on somebody.
So they was middlemanning.
Middleman, yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of that though. Yeah. We'll get you a deal and then
you give me
just
a
take care
percentage.
Yeah,
of it.
because you got to think, Drake is signed through like 3 different people. Yeah,
Remember, because he wasn't signed for a while, remember?
Drake he go through, what's my man name?
Is it?
Jay Prince.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, and then it's like another little group he's through also like a group of people, and then they got
Mac
him.
Main.
That's the Cash Money situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's his final deal. Was his final little how he got on. But yeah, he went through a few people. It takes so much to get on, man. It's crazy.
I feel like now the music, like I don't want to say it's easier, but I can say it's easier for you to put out your own music on whatever streaming site you want to, and you can be the sole proprietor of all your funds.
It's easier to be independent, but
Yeah, that's
it's
what it is.
It's not easier to get on right now. 'Cause it's probably a little harder because it's so saturated. But at the same time, you definitely can be your own boss. If you get a buzz and
Yeah, that's
you get a
awesome.
popping song,
And that's the biggest
then
problem.
you control your own fortune. But it's hard because there's so many and the memory is so short now.
Whoa.
You got to make a song every week, every month
Facts.
to stay relevant.
He ain't real
But
talk.
also, I think it's about, because all the social media, the followers. Like if you have a big following, and then you interact with your audience, people are more
that's what I'm
prone
saying,
to
though. They do.
listen to you or whatever.
But you got to stay so much and keep going because it get old quick. Like think
Yeah,
about
like, you can
think
have
about
a
all the
million
TikToks.
views.
Yeah, think about all the TikToks you do. You like it for a week and after
Then it's
that it's the
gone.
new TikTok.
Right.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, and then like Nate, like you said, like you got to interact and keep doing stuff. Like I ain't that kind of person, honestly.
Yeah, it take a lot to do that. Like I watch people who be on there and they be having 5.8 thousand views. Like it be a whole bunch of people watching it. I'm like, but you have to constantly all day be like it get played out. After a while.
like at what point in your day do you actually do something that you like doing? Because I know
That's
you
too
can't
much.
like sitting up holding the phone in front of your face.
Every part of your life is on record.
Yeah, I can't.
And you would think that, but no, they do.
But they be getting
They
paid off
really
that
like
too.
it. They really like it.
That's crazy.
I be seeing the girls now, like when we go out, like they don't care nothing about no crowd, boy. They be in here like the party live, like.
That's crazy, bro. I just don't get it.
I don't know. Some stuff I'd be like,
It
oh,
skipped
okay.
us.
Yeah,
but
facts.
Some stuff
it skipped
too
us.
much.
I think we had the best era. I'm sorry.
I understand, but
Totally.
I don't get it.
Yeah, that's real. That's real.
I understand, but I don't get it.
Yeah.
I definitely don't get it,
I don't
bro.
get it either.
Cause she a lot
What?
with the cameras and the
Well,
phones. She a lot.
I've always been like a social media
A
influencer.
sociable person.
I'm very sociable, so I'm kind of like an open book. It is nothing that somebody gonna be like, "I've seen you." No, but he's very private.
Me
So
too.
he's not. He doesn't really like to. We can go somewhere and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a picture of this." And he be like, don't do that. Post it when we get back home.
Yeah,
Don't post
facts.
it right
Like
now.
we out of town. Ain't
And I'm
nobody
like,
at our
and I
house.
never thought about that. Like all the times I done went out of town, I'm saying I'm all the time. My house is nobody there.
Right.
I never thought about that. And when he said it, I was like, oh, I ain't thinking about that.
Yeah. I mean, if
So-
somebody watching,
I definitely
And they
stopped doing
definitely
that.
yeah.
They definitely watch
I
it.
remember somebody broke in their house and they was out of town. And they was posting that they was out of town. Like, I can't believe this.
See, now they would have been dope if the people who broke in the house posted like, we just broke in your house and tagged your ass and tagged you like you out of town.
Dumbass.
Right.
I got your sneakers.
You gonna remember next time, nigga. You gonna remember next time. That's what's up.
But yeah, you got to do too much to get on. I mean, to just like gain followers and all that. Like,
Yeah.
So it's really,
I think
really
it's like a
fun
gimmick
for you.
too.
It's really fun for you. It's hobby-ish, but it's a high-end hobby for you because you do it well.
oh yeah,
and you invest in it. It's not like you making shitty projects or the production or the the mix is bad.
It's a passion.
This is good music. So
You know what's funny about my music? First of all, I stopped for like a bunch of years and let John do his thing.
yeah.
But I used to lay up and just listen to music. I enjoy music. Like I was
Right.
raised on my daddy. I was raised on music. So you say it's not, the music is good or whatever. Every project I have put out has a mistake on it. It's so crazy.
But see, that's how you look at it. Most people who
Can't hear it.
are artists, they can see the flaws in themselves, and other people like, that's it. That's
We
perfect.
don't know them. Yeah, we don't know them. We don't know
really
their flaws to begin
we
with.
don't know.
Now I made music though for the kids to forever hear my voice when I leave.
Yeah. That's what's up. That's a good enough reason right there.
It is.
Big facts.
So what made you transition into clothing too? Because I have a few pieces of myself,
Appreciate you.
of the size 9, pictures in it, my white tee that I be wearing. This is it. Yeah.
He had me taking all these photos, get the angles.
I
babe.
tried to get y'all shirts made, but I guess my dude had a Valentine's Day date
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, everybody doing a
They Valentine thing.
Not me.
No, no.
Okay.
I said that too.
So no Valentine
I
for
said,
money, Nick.
I said he
Oh,
ain't
no,
in a
I'm
relationship.
chilling.
No. So are you seeing anybody or
I see a lot of people.
that's not the
You see
answer?
people every day,
I see
B.
y'all right now.
I'm saying, is there a special
You see people every day,
is there
B.
a special woman in your life?
I don't know what's special.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have the answer for that.
Who get the most time? Is it one that get the most
My
time?
girl, my daughter.
Oh, that
Your
was a good
daughters,
answer.
okay.
I like that answer. That was a good answer.
Put the ring on them for me.
For
So,
sure.
you know.
Right. That's what he
Well,
working towards.
since we talking about women, I feel like it's a great time for my question.
No.
Go ahead, let's get it.
My first question, what do you feel about Jada Pinkett Smith?
Oh wow.
He didn't take his glasses.
Jada Pinkett.
It's just one question that I ask every
What
guest.
do I feel about Jada Pinkett?
No situation, just give me your view on her.
Savage.
That's a
that.
new one.
Let's go with savage.
That's
I'm
a new
gonna
one.
go with that.
Savage.
Cause she got
Elaborate.
a lot of nerve.
Elaborate on that, please.
I mean, no homo, but that's Will Smith. He the bad boy Will Smith, Hancock Will Smith.
Yeah.
And then you talking to August Alsina.
Like that don't even go.
That don't even. Yeah.
He
the
said
levels different.
he said we'll allow him to.
Of course. You ain't about to be
He
all
had
over
his
through
per-
my
he
spot
had
and don't
his
ask
permission.
permission.
So she is savage for even getting Will to go along with doing that.
Bad,
Like, how do you
Jada.
get a man
Go ahead, girl.
to go along with doing? I mean,
he
I
love
get it.
her.
Yeah, see, that. It ain't that much love on the planet.
I don't
Yeah,
think
I
so.
don't know.
But he is Will Smith.
If I love you, why would I want to see you just running around?
Because he was doing his own thing.
That is
Did
true.
she see it though? We ain't hear about
Yeah,
it.
we
Because
didn't hear
Will
about
ain't
that.
messy.
That's alleged. We don't know nothing that Will did.
Well, I mean.
That's true too.
We know a few things that
Hey, look,
His
and
levels
she
came out.
No.
to this day.
she gotta be savage. She made dog cry at the red table.
I think that was a cry like of anger.
How did he get to the red table?
Because she said, come on the table,
How did he get
babe."
to the red table?
And he was like, no, I don't think that's a good idea.
Would you come to the after finding out? Are you coming to talk about it at the red table?
No,
Hell no.
cause it's gonna literally be a red table.
But you have to understand,
Gonna be some blood on that motherfucker.
they are celebrities. They know what they doing.
Savage.
That book was coming out that he wrote, and he was trying to overplay for the overplay. He know what he was doing.
You know what? And I think that too. I think they play on people intelligence a lot because some people look at celebrity like, oh my gosh, 2
Couple
Chainz
goals.
just 2 Chainz, and you know what I'm saying? Like, dog, he regular just like you. I'm not about to run up to 2 Chainz and be like, give me an autograph.
Please, I ain't.
Man, and he had his book and stuff, but you think that's worth it?
I mean, do
to
you
sell
know how,
books.
I
He
mean-
gonna sell that book anyway.
I think souls
I mean, I
have
think
already
it-
been sold.
I don't know.
So why do that?
I don't know. She
More
crazy.
money.
I think they
Yeah.
talked him into it. They told him this is like, you know how he got to have a team of people that tell him every decision.
But see, this is
No,
the
at
kicker
this
though.
point of his career, he do what he ain't nobody tell him to do nothing.
They definitely tell him.
No,
He has
they
a
not.
board to
And
to
if he
figure
say
out what to
I'm
wear
doing
every
it,
day.
I'm doing it. He gonna do it. Like
Bro.
I pay y'all.
But peep this. This what nobody get. They're actors.
True. So was that really real? Because he
Right.
cries in movies all the time.
Will can go sit at the table
Oh,
and just
we didn't
cry.
even think about
He's
this.
an actor.
He a good one too.
Even with that
He is a good
said,
actor.
he's an actor. He still gotta face
Reality?
the critics. Even if it's a movie, he gotta face the critics, bro. So
I mean,
it's like,
that's true too. But I'm gonna say this.
why face the critics over this?
Will Smith.
Because if I got $100 million in the bank, and Lil JoJo living on the east side of Detroit say something bad about me on social media,
he ain't gonna never see
guess
it.
how much I really care about Lil JoJo's comment.
Yeah.
And
Like
we
look
got,
at Kanye and Kim.
that's a hot man. You all see
Now
the
that's a slightly different thing.
crazy.
Just slightly.
It's out of control.
Just
he
slightly.
put up a sign and drew a picture. It was him and Kim, and then it was that Pete guy. He put an X through it. And he was like, "I
He
miss
did that?
you." Kanye West held up this picture on his Instagram.
Oh, is that, yeah, out of control.
I just seen that this morning.
He just sent her a
See-
truck bed full of roses.
For
Now
Valentine's Day.
he different. He a guy who need a team of people to
To tell him
go
what
over.
to do.
Not to tell him what to do, but just to say, you know, I'm about to go draw this picture and put it on Instagram.
Hey, Kanye a Gemini.
Ooh, that
And
makes
I'm a
sense.
Gemini, so I be doing stupid
Oh,
shit. Oh,
shit.
I don't want. I can say sheesh. I be.
You can say shit. It's okay. It's
I
podcast.
be doing stupid shit all the time and wake up like,
Why do
did I
that?
do that shit yesterday?
Now you incorporating that to being a Gemini or just being you?
No, it might be the Gemini.
I don't know, man. I believe in that.
You
sign.
believe in the
For
horoscope?
some kind of
little
strange
bit.
reason, I believe in it, man.
This to me, I won't say I believe in it, but I definitely believe in the correlations that people say. Like I think people born at a certain time of year have certain characteristics the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, I think I got the disease of saying how I feel and I can't hold it in. Like it's like a whole nother
It's
person.
one of the things I love about you.
Yeah,
though.
it's like a whole nother person.
You've always done that.
Yeah, you know, it's like a whole nother little demon or something in me that be like, say it.
No,
like
the,
Incredible.
you remember the little cartoons had a little angel and a devil? He got
Oh,
two
my
little
God.
devils. He don't got no angels.
He's like, what you expect? What you expect me to say something nice? Nah, go ahead. Say that
Bro,
shit.
I be
to you.
sitting back trying to figure out how to say it in a way where it's not offensive. And then it comes out offensive still.
And still,
And in 2022, that makes it even harder.
I think that's
It's
just a
hard not to
man trait. I
offend.
ain't even gonna lie, cause Nate is not the,
It's hard not to offend in
he'll
2022.
say something and I know he's not trying to be mean, but it's a delivery for me. So I'm not sensitive at all, but
See, but
some stuff he say, I'd be like, why would you even say
you gotta
that to me?
understand. See, even though like my mom don't cuss, she don't drink, don't smoke, we still had a lot of strong influences like a Coach Bake
Yeah,
or a
facts.
Coach Day who will whip out a pistol on a bunch of kids at the game. Like this is how we grew up. So
Bro,
as an adult, you know what I'm saying?
this is what we saw.
this
But
is what
see,
we
I
saw.
grew up a
it-
different kind of way.
It don't really function in 2022 as well.
Because everybody's
No.
sensitive.
Yeah, because people more.
touchy-
We
Yeah.
wasn't that
Yeah,
sensitive.
it is mad sensitive now because
Like-
you're offending this kind of person. You're offending this kind of person.
How many times nigga talk about your mama when you was a kid? Your mama jokes.
all the
Oh,
time.
that-
Your mama jokes.
that
with
was
shit.
capping.
If you talk
All the
about somebody's
time.
mama right now, they either gonna cry or want to fight you. Like,
Man, they had me scared to have my mama come to the school because she had an orange Jerry curl.
and you don't want to fight. You just don't want to get roasted.
That was
You feel what I'm
funny.
saying?
Hey, listen, I
That
was
was
trying not
funny.
to get in trouble in class.
Okay,
so
deal.
they ain't have to see my mama hair.
That's good.
I even think I went to my mama like, can you just do something else with it?
Can you, put a hat, can you wear a hat when you come up
She
there?
probably was looking at you like, why?
Get some braids.
You got any fedoras,
I'm
man?
trying to tell you, man.
Why you asking about fedoras?
That's crazy, babe. Why would you say
But
that?
back to the size 9 thing. So when we were young, you know, hustling up on money to get Jordans and stuff, sometimes we couldn't afford the Nike shirt to match. So I sat back one day and I was like, it'd be dope if, like, you know, you buy a shoe, it's either gonna be white or black for the majority. You get the white tee or you get a black tee. So I'm like, it'd be really dope if I put white tee on the shirt with the color that's also on your shoe.
I thought that was really creative.
It was, and people liked it. Especially, I'm gonna tell you where people liked that shirt the most. Where I wore it, I
was just about to say that
Yeah,
too.
when I
Dallas.
remember
When we
'cause
wore
you had
the
the
Dallas,
black one
yeah.
with the tan.
Like people was honking at me down the
I
street.
bought him some
Nah,
matching shorts.
Yeah,
He
I
was
seen
fly.
them, yeah.
The thing is, people can't. It's hard to pinpoint what it means.
Facts.
You feel me? They see
Facts.
that white tee. They don't know if it's like some Black Power shit.
Yeah, you get a
or-
different response from different
like,
people.
People was like, when we was like downtown, people like, Black Lives Matter.
We like,
Woo! You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
People like white tee, you know what I'm saying? People, that's a dope shirt. Like it was a whole bunch of different reactions I was
It
getting to it, but it was real weird. But they was fucking with the shirt. I wore it to Six Flags too.
That's
Oh,
I
that's
got,
when we was matching. I wore mine too.
yeah, I get compliments, and that's when I started just trying to come up with different ideas for things. Like I use the money bag. That's like the money Nick kind of thing for me. I ain't really sold these yet for real. I just been trying to figure out where I really wanted to, how I wanted to go, and get a couple of designs and run with it.
And what made you come up with the name Size 9?
I wear a size 9.
That's what I figured. I said when I first seen, I said
I knew
that must have been the shoe.
but I wanted to see.
Oh yeah,
it.
yeah.
you know that?
I wear a size 9.
I thought about shoe size. Like that must be what size.
I thought that was slick.
Yeah, it do.
But then I'm also gonna do size 10, 11, whatever size you wear. Once I get my website up and running, we gonna do it
Oh yeah, that makes
for
sense.
every size.
For every size.
Like, did you see my Halloween joint? Yeah, so I got the size 9 logo. It's a box. I call it the box 9, where it's a box with all the shoes in it.
Yeah.
With the silhouette of the 9.
Oh yeah.
But on Halloween, it's the pumpkin, the cut carvings of the pumpkin, the
Yeah.
mouth and the eyes. That they replaced the shoes.
Shoes.
Yeah, fact.
That's what's up.
That's
that
fact.
was cute.
Thank you.
That's what's
was
up.
good.
Well, before we get out of here, man, let me hit you with these questions, these trivia games. We got 3 questions about Detroit.
Let's go.
All right, you get 2 out of the 3, you win. You don't.
Hey, there you go.
I ain't make them too hard,
Let's see.
but they decent this week. Let me see where they at. All right.
Get it.
What year did the Detroit Lions draft Matthew Stafford?
Ooh, this is a good one.
Since he won the Super Bowl, I thought
You would
people
of course-
think I hate him, and I do.
You do.
What year did Matthew Stafford go to the Lions? He came out of Georgia,
Do I
right?
even know this
Came out of
answer?
Georgia.
I don't know this answer.
I want to say was it 2006?
Well,
Flip that 6.
It was 2009?
2009.
Dang. Yeah, that,
I ain't know that.
2006, that'll make him like a 16, 17-year vet.
yeah, I thought that's how long it seemed like he been playing for that
Yeah.
long.
This is
honestly.
13th season.
Okay.
13th season this year.
First year he went in with the
Yeah.
Rams, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I hate Cincinnati for that.
All right. Well, this one right here is a 2-parter, so you can make up for that one.
Okay.
You feel me? But this ain't easier though. All right. Verner's Ginger Ale was founded in Detroit. In what year? 1864, 1866, 1868.
That's on the bottle, ain't it?
It is.
It is. I know what it is. Yeah.
Man, I really want to say 1864, bro.
But
But I think it's 1868.
Yes.
no.
Oh.
No, what was
1866.
66?
Dang, I thought it was 68.
I don't drink burners like that, but I
Me
said
neither.
it though.
Yeah. Second part of the question.
Let's go.
It was made by Mr. Verner's. And his first name was John, James, or Wesley.
Damn, man. you got some hard questions for him.
Yeah, that's it's ignorant. Can I Google?
No
Okay,
Google.
so John James or Wesley
John
Burners?
Burners, James Burners,
let-
or Wesley Burners.
Let me ask you this
It
question.
ain't Wesley. I
He
know
white,
that.
right?
As far as I know, he could be a Moore.
Okay.
You know?
All right. Well, let's go with John Burners. Man, don't tell me his name James, dog. Come on.
What is it, babe?
James Burners.
It wouldn't be John.
No, I think it is John, though. I think it is John.
Is your answers right or wrong?
I ain't write the answer in here. I wrote that down. I think it's John. I think it's John.
I don't know.
I think it's John.
Hey, I'm lost.
You supposed to get the answers to the question.
I forgot to write the answer. I wrote it. I
He wrote the question.
It did. I forgot to write the answer.
Ain't nobody got time. Next question.
All right, next last one. You should get this one.
I can't
You should
deal
get
with
this
it.
one. What was your team record your senior year at Ford?
Oh, you should know this one. He put,
No.
I knew this was gonna be a toss up. 1998 Henry Ford Trojans.
Nope, that ain't 98.
What's the 98-99 season?
96. We 96, we 95, 96.
96. Okay.
okay.
Record.
95, 96 Trojan record. How many games did we play in high school?
He done put up
Depends
the
how many you
archive
win.
on you. You see this over here? Look at all the colors he looking at.
Let me,
He done put up the record.
1996.
what the regular season was. If you tell me how many games we played that
All
year, I
right,
could tell
1,
you.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I can tell everybody we lost
9.
to. We played
Nine.
9 games.
9 games.
We were 7-2. No, we was. I think. Hold on, let me
Good
think.
one.
Let me
This
think.
was a
let me
Come
good
on.
think.
one. You really did.
Hold on, we lost to Cass. We lost to Chatsy. We lost to Cass and
I
Chatsy.
can't believe he really put up the record.
I think we was 7-2.
What was it?
Cass and Chadsey.
Yeah, we definitely. No, yeah, facts. We lost.
That's 97. Yep. So you what?
Hold on. In 1996, we lost to Cass in the finals, semifinals to go to the city championship. We lost. We definitely lost to Chatsy in the Mud Bowl.
Y'all played the Jansen.
Yeah, we played Chatsy and
That's why it was the Mud Bowl.
Yeah.
I think it got to be 7-2.
What is it, babe?
I mean, they from what I hear, Shine Black had a pretty good record. I'm trying to figure out
Hello?
how.
Are you reading it? Or are you
Yeah,
just
I'm-
looking at this?
I'm looking at the games he talking about. Make sure it's right. This is the 1998 season he talking about.
No. This is
Yeah.
96.
No, it's not. You ain't played Chassis in 96.
Yes, we did.
I'm looking at it. Eisenhower, McKenzie, Cooley, Northwestern,
beat-
Cody, Redford, Renaissance, King, and Central in 96. Played Chassis in 98, which would be
No,
97.
we played Chassis in 96. That was after, like, one of them games, the crossover game, like, the game that don't count.
That's 95.
That was 95?
Yeah.
Oh,
Which
damn.
is 96, but you know it's 95.
Yeah.
You play in the beginning of the year, and then the season ends.
And in another year, right?
So the
right,
96 year will be 95.
I don't know. I know Shine Black was playing quarterback, and somehow I end up having to play quarterback. And it was-
Cass and Chassis, that's
Quarterback
95.
from then on,
Huh?
He was quarterback from then on,
Who?
He was quarterback after then.
Oh, I mean, just for 2 seconds, like, it was,
So
I didn't want to
Just
go
for 2
in at
seconds.
all. I'm like, find somebody else.
so that's 95 with the Cass and then Chassis.
I think we only lost 2 games my senior year.
90,
Hey,
90 which
what
is
is it?
96.
What is it? What is it?
He
Yeah,
ain't-
because
he ain't got it.
our first game was against Utica Ford.
Yep, Ford. Yep, McKenzie, Cooley. So that's 95, 96 year. So what's the record?
I want to say it was because I want to say
10 games. 10 games.
It was 10 games. Oh, you know what? We was 7-3.
Ding, ding, ding. That's correct.
Yeah, because we lost to
You guys in short affirmation.
He didn't know what years he was talking about.
played so many games.
Had to go look at it.
Yeah, we lost to Detroit Athens. That made it 3 games.
Yep.
Yeah,
3 in a row.
shoot.
What was the score of that game?
Troy,
Yeah,
Atkins. That was 8 to 24.
Okay, there you go. We over
All
to-
right. So, tell us how they can find your size 9 and how they can find you.
Oh yeah, y'all can go on Instagram, and it's called at size 9 Sneaker Genius, and that's for the clothing. And you can also go on MoneyNick61 at MoneyNick617 on Instagram, and that's for music and whatever else you want to see. And then you can go to Facebook and punch up NY Carmichael. DM me, you see something you like, and, the music is everywhere. We got God Did This out now, Detroit Hove out now. What's the name of that other one? I forgot. I can't
Fifth year senior.
Fifth Year Senior is due to come out. That's something I'm working on that right now. But what I got out? Let me get this real quick so we could go. I be forgetting, man. There be so much stuff going on. So we got God Did This, Money Nick, and Detroit Hove out right now.
Okay.
And that's up under NY on Apple Music. Just punch in NY. Detroit Hove, you'll see everything.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Appreciate y'all.
Well, I appreciate you for coming through and blessing the Put a Ring on It podcast
Thank
with
you.
your presence.
Yes,
And then
sir.
another good show in the books. Thanks, Miles, for engineering a great show. Babe, what you want to say?
That's it. That's all. Thank